So here is our project for the HackNitp 2022. So the program statement for our project is that due to back-to-back COVID waves and lockdowns, most of the events shifted online and are getting cancelled. Due to this, actually, a lots of industries suffered, but no one actually talks about. And the industry which suffered the most is the photography industry, where there have been a lot of issues. The major problem they have got was inconsistency in their jobs, unemployability, and there was also salary cuts. So no one is giving attention to their problems. Neither the government policies govern for their support, as they are medium scale industries, nor people talks, as they don't consider to be something talked about. So it has created a huge vacant space in the industry, and support for them is something yet to even talked. So our mission here is to generate employment for them by launching a first of its kind online platform named By Caption. So our platform will provide the space for freelance photographers to exhibit and market their work through blog functionality of our platform. And also our motto is the development of an independent platform to connect the agile and skilled photographers, videographers, and cinematographers to the people at communities, firms, and even at multinational companies for hiring people as well as to get hired. So let's look at the project which we have built. So so firstly, if a user lands and he is unauthenticated, means he has not logged in, or he may not be registered. So there are scenarios like if he wants to hire a photographer, he has to go to it will take him to the login page, or he wants to maybe join as a photographer, that also will take him to the login page. So now the user can also see the features which we are providing, like amazing people, that the type of photographers will be very skilled, and the feature like we also have best rates, and then abuse protection is there. So these are the features which are providing. And then if the user wants to see our popular photographers, then here is the section that is popular photographers. So here if the user wants to know about this photographer named Aman Kumar, then there is the no more button. Here he can click, and it will take him to the blog of that photographer, where he can see all the posts. Like it is the blog where the photographer has uploaded all his best pics of the events which he has attended. So here you can see there are two blogs, and also two posts, and also the user can see the rating of the photographer and also his contact details. And from here, if he wants to book now, then he will have to log in first, because he is not authenticated, so he is not allowed to book. So this is the thing. And from here also the user can see the the recent posts which the photographers had made. For example, if I click here, it will take to the recent post made by a photographer, which is called and here also he can see the rating of the photographer and the contact details. So this was thing. And here this is the testimonials which he can read and convince himself about this website. So now if I this was the case when it was an unauthenticated user. Now I would like to show if the user is a photographer. So let us see if a photographer. So here this is the user is a photographer. So what he can do is that there is an option that he can showcase your work. So he can showcase his work by clicking here. It will this way. This is the blog page where he can add post, means whatever recent event he has attended, he can upload the pics of that event, and also he can edit or delete the posts. So for example, if I would like to give you a demonstration of adding the post, so here I would like to add some so there is a form which will open, and here we'll have to fill. For example, let me. So this is the file number 2. Let's say this file number 3 is fill in the date. For example, let's say the date is 13 today, and the heading is Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, and the description is let's say anything. Oh, let's say the description is like, so if we submit, then this post should be reflected, and here is the post which I have just created, which is being reflected here. So here also there is a edit and delete functionality. So and now I would like to go back to the home page. So it was all the and it was for the showcasing the work, and here also there is one thing I would like to show you, the profile section. If you can visit the profile section, so here there he can edit his profile. There is a button called edit but profile, and there is also the appointments, which the ongoing or the incoming appointments which the photographer right now has. So uh, I can show you the details. So by clicking here, the photographer can see the details like Aman Kumar, the customer ID, which with which he has got an appointment, the customer email, start date, end date, the address of the customer where he has to go to attend the appointment. So all this is reflecting here. And the another thing is that he can manually change his status. For example, right now the status is busy. So if I change, the status is available now. So this is also the thing. And so now I would like to go here, and I would like to log in as a customer. So if the user has logged in as a customer, then he can there is a button called hire a photographer, where he can hire a photographer. So firstly, what will happen is that apartment booking guidelines will be shown, and the customer has to read these guidelines, that you should fill in the form, uh, the number of hours after which you have to the event starts and all this. And then here is the city name, that is Patna. We can choose the city names here, and then here is the number of hours. For example, the number of hours is let's say 24. Then if I click enter, then there will be a category page. So here is the category page from where he can choose the category. For example, let's say the sports. So here is the sports category from which he can choose. So I would like to book this photographer, or I can check the profile of the photographer before booking. So here is the profile of the photographer. I can see the rating, the contact details, or the images which he has uploaded. And also after checking this, I would like to book him. Then appointment page will be opened, and as you can see that the start date has been automatically managed as per the number of hours which he has entered there. And then the city is Patna, and then the first name is, let's say, and the end date is, let's say, 15. The end date is, let's say, 15, and the area is, let's say, this state. So if I confirm, then there will be a success appointment page. Let is appointment is successful, your appointment is booked successfully, your name, photographer ID, start date and end date. And if he wants to see further details of the appointment, then he can visit the profile. So here in the profile section, he can see that all his incoming or ongoing appointments which are being listed here, and he can also edit his profile from here. And also if you click on the details, then he will get the start date as 14th of Feb 1:51 p.m. and that is the photographer, the photographer with which he has to the appointment has been booked. So this is this. And then if you want to there is also a reschedule button here. And from which he can reschedule his appointment, or also there is option to delete the button. If the appointment status is incoming, then he can either reschedule or delete it. And if you want to see all of his appointments, then this is the pagination. With the help of this pagination feature, he can suppose this is the 2 appointments which is currently on page 1, and if he clicks on page 2, then these 2 other sets of appointments will come. So in this way he can see all of his previously booked appointments using this pagination feature. So now I would like to go to the home page. So this was all of our test cases. Thank you.